Let's get started on the Volcker Rule revamp here. Evidently, their plan to roll back parts of it wasn't drastic enough. What's the latest here?
The latest, and we reported in April, Jesse Hamilton, the words he used was the newest rewrite is an unmistakable victory for Wall Street. And the reason that is because the banks are getting a lot of what they want here, which is more easily readable rules. The idea here is that instead of marking their trades on an accounting standard that the Fed initially wanted, it's now based on the risk to the market, which is something that will make this process, at least in the bank's eyes, less subjective.
That's something the Trump administration has committed themselves to. But do they want it more easily understandable or just want it easier?
They want it easier. That's for sure. I mean, since the crisis, everybody has been talking about the restrictions on trading, and obviously you've seen since then how many issues these trading divisions have gone through. Next week, the banks are reporting earnings, and we're expecting revenues to be down quite a bit in the markets divisions, for example. So whether this is the silver bullet, I'm not so sure.
Where's the pressure coming on the other side? Is there anyone coming out and saying, you know what, we've been steadily rolling back, either in stealth or very upfront ways, rolling back some of the regulations on banks. It's time to sort of change the narrative back. I mean, is anybody saying that or no?
Certainly, and it's not even just in regard to Volcker, right? We're seeing the banks do the biggest deals that they've done since the financial crisis. We've seen the OCC kind of let up and let the banks dive into bigger branch networks. Michelle Davis has done a lot of great reporting on how JP Morgan, for example, has been putting a lot of those branches in areas that are not necessarily lower income, but leaning towards the higher income neighborhoods. And so there's a lot of pressure on every part of these banks expanding, not just trading.